FFA Cup Final 2017, Sydney FC v Adelaide United, Live. The road to the final took Sydney FC up to Darwin to begin with, and from that thrashing they never looked back. The Sky Blues were only drawn against one A-League opponent on their run, and they made Melbourne City look second-rate in a match. Adrian announced his arrival into Australia. For Adelaide United, the route has been much tougher on paper. 3 A-League foes have been vanquished along the way, and they sidestepped the banana skin of a trip to Heidelberg United in the last 8. The competition has been a satisfying proving ground for Marco Kurz as he gets to grip with Australian football. The FFA Cup has taken many cues from England's FA Cup, but there is one glorious tradition it has yet to embrace: the Cup Final Song. Okay, so the Cup Final Song tradition only began in the 1970s and has already petered out, but for devotees of kitsch those songs are a treasure trove. Who can forget Chaz and Dave serenading some Argentinian World Cup winners? Good evening everybody, and welcome to live coverage of the FFA Cup final between Sydney FC and Adelaide United. This is the 4th staging of Australia's premier knockout cup competition. Adelaide are aiming to become the first side to win the cup twice, after claiming the inaugural trophy back in 2014. The cup has resided in Melbourne since then, with victory and then City taking the honours. Tonight's match is being played at Allianz Stadium, the first time the final has been hosted in NSW. For mine, Sydney FC start as clear favourites. Last season's premiers and champions lead the way again despite not reaching top form during the first quarter of this A-League campaign. With home advantage and Graham Arnold afforded the luxury of a near fully fit squad, the Sky Blues will be expecting to make it a clean sweep of domestic silverware. It's a trophy this club has never won, Arnold said during the week. We, as a club, have taken the FFA Cup very seriously compared to other clubs. The reason is we want the treble, we want the 3rd trophy. And we will get it. Adelaide United have made a promising start to life under new coach Marco Kurz, using the early rounds of the FFA Cup as a springboard into the A-League season. Unfortunately for the Reds, injuries have interrupted their progress, limiting them to just 2 wins in their opening 7 matches. A settled best side would surely give Sydney a run for their money home or away, but with Kurz forced to shuffle his pack so often, and lacking star man Johan Absalonsen, Adelaide face an uphill task. The FFA Cup has once again proven a huge success, providing a much-needed connection between the A-League and the grassroots, taking the professional game to venues in communities normally isolated from the very top of the game. Victories over A-League opposition for both Heidelberg United and Blacktown City also proved the depth of talent in the Australian system, augmenting calls for a national second tier and eventually promotion and relegation. Please share this post on Facebook with your thoughts.